it going, guys? It's your boy Hayes, and today we're going to be going over key bindings and the one macro that I actually use, since it's really the only one Frost needs anymore. With the new key binding system implemented in Warlords of Draenor, it makes it easier for players to actually get into it and change them. A lot easier to understand. So you just go in through key bindings, hit escape, key bindings. You got movement keys, yada yada yada. My movement key is normal. I keep everything on there because I like to be able to strafe correctly. A quick strafe, sometimes people use, EQ. I also use different abilities when kiting and turning around. A lot of people don't do that. You'll see me move in really weird ways, which I like to be able to do. Now, here's the one. Now, this is where my key bindings are interesting. I don't actually use like a Raytonog or anything like that. I have a Death Adder, which is I think one of the fastest ones, which is great for my playstyle because of course I use a keyboard, which it's just a regular keyboard. I don't have anything fancy, by the way. I'm hoping to get an upgrade soon, but basically, as you can see, my bottom left action bar, which is down here at the numbers, right above there. I have it shift 1 through 5, and from there I go F, Shift F, T, Shift T, X, Shift C, Shift X, and then you got bottom right, which starts here, middle mouse, Shift Z, Z, Shift V. And basically those are the buttons I use to keybind abilities, which keeps it in the vicinity that I can use them very quickly. Some people do it a different way. Some people don't put their attacks on the bar. I mean, it's however you really figure out how to do it and what works for you. I mean, I suggest not copying me, but finding the way that works for you well. You notice I don't use a lot of focus macros. A lot of people do. You can see I just have my abilities on my bar for the most part. Ooh, and I also have my mouse, like the couple buttons over here on the right hand side to bound, and R and Shift R for trinket. Down here, C, V, icy chains, V for mind freeze, Shift C for death strike, Shift X for death and decay, icebound fortitude for X, Shift T for AMS, T for frost presence, asphyxiate, Shift X, grip F, and my cooldowns sit above those. Right here you see this macro. This is the one macro I actually use since we don't need a Lichborn macro heal anymore for frost. It's going to be right here. It's going to be my cooldown macro, Pillar of Frost, the PvP, and then a potion if you got one, of course. If not, it'll just roll through the simple cooldowns. You also need a frost rune for that. That's basically your cooldown blower for the most part. And basically for key bindings, that's about what I do. But yeah, we were talking about focus macros. Why don't I use focus macros? Well, why I don't use focus macros is I can PvP in Arena, I can PvP in BGs, I can World PvP, I can basically do everything that a high rated gladiator can do. Well, not as well, I guess you could say, but I can basically transfer my skills from each battlefield. That's why I don't lose anything in duels. That's why I don't lose skill when I fight somebody outside of arena. That's why I'm not weaker in battlegrounds. That's why I'm as strong as I am. Because it doesn't matter what I'm placed in, I can still fight. I don't have to focus between 2 or 3 targets with CC, which a lot of people don't quite understand why that sets me apart, but I mean, you guys can clearly see it in my gameplay. I don't need, everything's more flowy. Everything advances. It's not consistently, I CC one thing with a macro. I don't have that up. I'm not going to use that macro. If you understand what I'm saying, it's like, if someone catches you off guard, I don't need focus macros to keep me alive. Yeah, it's helpful. It really is when you don't have to have those kind of things. Now, on the other hand, if you're doing arena and you really want high rateds, get used to macros like that. Like macros or focus macros. Strangulate 1 target, strangulate 2 targets, strangulate 3. But that's not the way I like to do it. It's just really not. That's boring to me. I wouldn't want to play it that way. It's like putting pieces of a puzzle together and fitting them together perfectly and having them together perfectly and not wanting to do it. Anyways, guys, that's my key binding stuff, and this is the reason I do it this way. It's why I explained it. I've been playing since vanilla. Yeah, as you can see, so I started out playing without that stuff. That's why I don't use it. It would be kind of nice to have, but I don't know, like a Razor Naga would just too many thumb buttons. I don't know. Maybe it'd up my game. Maybe it would lower it. Who knows? But anyways, I hope you guys helps you out. Hope you helps you be able to change what your buttons are. And you know what? It's early. Happy Halloween, and you guys have a good one.